Pillar number 7 is when you come from the position of prostration or sujood and you sit. Then the 8th pillar of salah is sitting between the 2 prostrations. So you have rising from the sujood, and you also have sitting between the 2 prostrations. And once again, in these positions, in each of these positions in the salah, there are going to be some things that you're going to say in glorification, magnification, praise of Allah, seeking forgiveness and the mercy of Allah for yourself and the other Muslims. So don't worry, you'll learn them very soon, insha'Allah, if it's the will of Allah. You sit, coming out of the position of prostration. Between the 2 positions of prostration, you will be sitting, and you will be saying something, insha'Allah. And the 9th pillar, then that is deep peacefulness, sobriety, tranquility, contemplation, concentration during all the acts of the prayers, from the standing position to the bowing position, returning from the bowing position, standing uprightly, going down to the prostration position, then coming from the prostration position and sitting between the 2 prostrations. All of these acts and all of these movements should be accompanied by peacefulness and tranquility and sobriety and contemplation and concentration. You should try your best to think about what you're going to be saying in each position and not to be too fidgety and moving around. Of course, there's going to be some movement because maybe you have to scratch or something like this, but try your best not to move as much as you can, because in your prayer, you are standing in front of Allah. You are standing in front of the Lord of the worlds, and you will be successful. As for the 10th pillar of salah, is the recitation of the final tashahhud. Remember, it's not tashahhud. It's pronounced tashahhud. Can you say that? Very good. Tashahhud. The tashahhud is an important pillar of the salah. And when you say a tashahhud, there are a lot of things that are involved in this prayer. Repeat the tashahhud after me. You ready? Okay. At-tahiyyatu lillah was-salawatu wat-tayyibatu as-salamu alayka ayyuhan nabiyyu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. As-salamu علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. These words are beautiful. All compliments, prayers, and pure words are due to Allah. Peace be on you, O Prophet, and also the mercy of Allah and His blessings. Peace be on us and on the righteous slaves of Allah. I bear witness that none has the right to be worshipped except Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is his slave and messenger. This tashahhud is said, as we've mentioned, in the final sitting of your prayers. And there are approximately 5 variations of this tashahhud. So if you hear any Muslims who have been Muslims longer than you saying it differently, don't be alarmed, because, as we've mentioned, there are approximately 5 different variations or ways to say it. The next pillar is as-salatu ala al-nabi fi at-tashahhud al-akhir, which is invoking Allah's blessings and the praise of Allah upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam in the final tashahhud. This is done by saying Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. O Allah, send prayers on Muhammad and on the family of Muhammad as you sent prayers on Ibrahim and on the family of Ibrahim. You are indeed worthy of praise, full of glory. O Allah, send blessings on Muhammad and on the family of Muhammad as you sent blessings on Ibrahim and on the family of Ibrahim. You are indeed worthy of praise, full of glory. We should mention that you should be very careful to not mispronounce the Prophet's name. His name is not pronounced Muhammad, but rather it is Muhammad. Muhammad. Can you say that? Try it. Muhammad. Not Muhammad. Nor is it pronounced Muhammad. Muhammad. But rather Muhammad. Do you hear the emphasis? Muhammad, not Muhammad or Muhammad. It's very important to pronounce his name properly. The final pillar of Salah is at-taslim. At-taslim. This is to say, while turning your head to the right, in the final sitting of your prayer, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. And then, turning your head to the left, you say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. You will also hear some people saying, to the right, when they turn their heads, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. And then when they turn to the left, they will say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, without the phrase wa barakatuh. You may also hear some people say, to the right, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And then to the left, the same thing. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All of these are correct. And all of these are from Islam and from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. We also want to tell you as a new Muslim, and definitely you will be successful, that when you turn your head to the right and you turn your head to the left, it's a simple matter. Just slightly turn your head where your face is directed toward the right and your chin is slightly above your shoulder. And the same thing to the left. You don't have to loop your head around in a circular motion, or as you're turning from the right to the left, stop facing forward and then turn to the left, but rather just simply turn your head to the right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah to the right, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah to the left. A simple movement. When you do this, you will have ended your formal prayer. Once again, you will have completed your salah, your formal prayer. Because the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, وَخِتَامُهَا التَّسْلِيمُ, that the completion or the end is taslim, is saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah to the right and saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi to the left. He also said, وَتَحْلِيلُهَا التَّسْلِيمُ, the thing that makes all things permissible again in the prayer is saying to the right and the left, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.